Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Daniel and it is Tuesday, February the 4th, and we are down here at Gray Rocks this morning. I got PA, he's behind y'all, running the Case 475 speed disc. And then we have Philip, he is running the Case 2500 inline ripper. So we're basically going to be doing two different things down here at Gray Rocks this year, and I'll kind of explain why. Half of the farm was cotton last year and half of it was corn, which was corn behind corn behind corn. And the reason we got PA down here running the speed disc, we were trying to do as much no-till farming as we could this year, and try not to do any tillage work basically. And we had to do some down here where we had corn, and I'll show you why. So you probably saw it in the drone footage, but we have got a mess of briars. They are just solid. And the reason they've gotten so bad, because we had to do a lot of disking down here in the last couple of years, and every time you disc, you just spread them out even more. So that's what we were doing. And then the other thing was, we were corn behind corn behind corn, and the chemicals that you use in corn are not very good on briars. So basically at Gray Rocks this year, we're gonna change it up. Everywhere there was corn last year is gonna be cotton. On the cotton land, we're gonna be planting milo, I think, is what we got penciled in at the moment. So to plant cotton, you need a really good seed bed because you plant them really, really shallow. So as you can see, this is not ready to run a planter through, and so we had to pull the trigger and get PA down here disking this stuff up. And we're not going very deep. That's why we chose the speed disc. And it looks like one trip is gonna do it. It's doing an excellent job. I'll show you that in just a second. But anyway, I think one trip with PA on the speed disc, then we're gonna come behind it because cotton has a taproot, so you wanna run the inline ripper. That's what Philip's running. He'll come behind PA, and then the last trip, because we still don't have those little closing wheels on that ripper, we're going to be running the rolling basket, and that's going to leave it smooth as glass. But unfortunately, that is what it's going to take to get this field ready for cotton. That's why I think just one pass with the speed disc, and then we'll run the inline ripper, run the rolling basket, and she is ready to plant. Fantastic job. It is just breaking this stuff up perfect. Before I leave, PA wanted me to go ahead and get the pivot cranked up and get it walking this way. Half inch. All right, let's see if she'll fire up. Got it on 30%. I was walking really slow. You need to speed it up, you just turn that dial. So as you can see right here, we don't have near the weed pressure that we did over there on the corn land. So everywhere there was cotton at Gray Rocks, we're gonna run the inline ripper, and then we're gonna run the rolling basket behind it just to close up this little crack right here. I still don't have the attachment with the packing wheels on the back of that ripper. So that's why we'll run the rolling basket. It'll seal in that crack. You'll never see it running. We're running off the row a little bit because if you try to run right down where the cotton stalks are, they'll just ball up on those shanks and they'll blow out a row. You'll have a big hole. So whenever we do cotton, we'll always be offset just a little bit to one side of the row. So here's where we are on the picker. We've got all the brand new spindles in. We went 10 high for this year. If you didn't watch the video before this, 10 high brand new, and James torqued them. So they are all ready to go. And also I ended up replacing these little hoses right here. Most of them were dry rotted and real brittle. So I put all brand new hoses. So what Dad's been working on, we had one dead spindle on a bar that went right here. So he's taken that off and he's been working on repairing that. So once he gets that put back on, then as far as the spindles and the water pads, she should be ready to go for this year. So the other day, James already replaced the air filters on the engine, the inner and outer, but we have not done the cab filters. So that's what I'm doing right now. You got a long, skinny one right here. Goes just like that. You got to make sure you get the flow of the air right, which is going that way. Slide her in there. Put her back in the hole. And that one's done. So this is the other cab air filter, and I cannot put it in right now because the basket is lowered. The basket has to be in the raised position like you're picking to get this one in. So but I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of the box, and I'll just leave it right here in the cab. So when I do raise the basket up, I can throw it in. Main thing is I need this box to put soil samples in to be shipped off. So yeah, guess what we forgot to do this winter? Drain the water out of the cotton picker. I've already drained most of it off. Took the plug out of the bottom and then turned a little petcock on the pump, drained it. But yeah, that's the first time I've ever forgotten to actually drain the water out of the picker. So hopefully we don't have any busted pipes, but we had probably one of the coldest winters so far in a really long time. So big mistake. Got it all back together?
Yeah. Well, no, he's putting spindles in, but got the new bearing on the shaft.
You want to tell them what you
new
did?
Gear. Well, we had a dead spindle, number 4. You have to undress the whole bar, take all the spindles out. Take special snap ring pliers to get that snap ring out. Tap the shaft out. And then you got your shaft with all the gears and bearings, and you replace the bad gear and the bearings, and then you put it back together.
Fill it up with grease.
Fill it up with grease because it'll be dry. You can't start off dry. You got another. This one ain't down. See if you can turn it, Daniel. We used to have a little thing we turn. Keep going round and round. That one was behind it. So see it? That's right. Okay. Thing that made it easy. Just take every bar out of every picker. Put all new bearings, all new gears in that shell.
How many pickers?
We had 7 at one time. 7 5-row. All right, that's it. Turns?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're good. Rag. Need that towel. There you go. You gotta dress the bar. That's your brass bushing that runs in your cam track. And then you got your stool on the bottom. Now the hard part is getting this sucker back up in there. And that little tube, see right there, got to fit in that hole.
You need to take this and see. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Wait a minute, I gotta get the stool on here. I hope it'll fit up through here. Yeah.
It needs to go up, doesn't it? There you go.
It's got to be in there.
Mm-mm.
I said it's got to, yeah. If it's that straight. I think we did it. All right, now I just got to put the bolts in. Get the wrench.
Got that one?
Oh, come on. Come on.
You ready to come out of here?
Yeah, and I want to leave it running. I want to grease it.
Okay.
The bars are dry.
The question of the day is, will it crank? Because when I moved it out of the hay barn and brought it to the shop, the battery was dead. So we'll see what happens. That's not good. Hey, hit the battery switch.
Okay.
I hope the battery switch was off. It might go. No, sir. You got black.
She gonna stay in there.
Huh?
She gonna stay in there.
No. I'm coming out of here. Crazy. Got him. Alright, before we park it, we're going to go ahead and grease it since we worked on that bar, just to make sure it's got plenty of grease. So here's what we're going to be doing to the rogator. I just wanted to back it out of the shop a little ways, get it out here in the sunlight where we can see better, because it is so dark in that shop. I think James may be helping me do this part, but got some new sight hose tube, and as you can see, this is not hardly clear anymore. When this has water in it, you can barely even see where the water line is. And that's because when I put out that prowl, it's an orange chemical. Man, it just eats this stuff up. And yes, I know that I do have a screen down here that tells you how much is in the tank while you're filling up. Right here, gives me a digital readout. And I also have one inside the cab that tells me how much is in the tank at all times. But I don't know, it's just nice sometimes to see if those numbers agree visually, looking at what's in the tank. And sometimes you're around here, just say you're working on a nozzle or something, making sure a nozzle's not stopped up or whatever you're doing. You may be on this side of the machine while you're filling up. You can just do like that, glance how full you are, make sure you're not going to run over. So anyway, hadn't changed them in a couple of years, so it's time. Another thing that we're going to be doing, we're going to be working on the inductor. Gotta loosen that strap or it won't come down. So basically this is where I pour all my chemical in right here, and we had a little leak dripping out from under here while I was filling up, and it's because this gasket right here, anyway, she is she's shot. It's not even hooked up. Anyway, we're going to be taking all this apart. Also, I got a spring in here. This is where you push your jug down, and it pushes down and lets water shoot up into your jug to rinse out your jugs real quick. You just grab them, push down, hold it for 5 seconds, push down again, triple rinse, and then pull it off. But whenever we push down on this, it doesn't want to pop back up. So something's going on with the spring in here. I've got a new one of those we can put on if I need to. And also this valve right here, it does not work anymore. Doesn't matter how you turn this, it does not turn the little ball that's inside there. So I got a whole new valve right here to put on. Oh, you sorry dog. What size is it? Shoot. Nope. Nope. Got him. Alright, looks like to get this thing out of here, I gotta take this hose loose and then take this little valve off, and then the thing inside the inductor that you push down on with the jug will come out of here, I think. Can you believe this? This is the only screwdriver I could find in my toolbox. Last one. There she comes. That one was working. Now that should come out. Well, I think I have all the right parts. I didn't think I had everything. Alright, that valve was working. But I got a brand new one right here they sent. Alright, we'll use that. This is what was not working, and I was going to work on the spring. It's not going up and down. But look what I got. Where did I put it? Here it is. They sent me a brand new one. Everything pretty much looks the same. Only thing different is this has got a little bar going across it. And they sent me this. It must be some kind of new style. It goes like that. And then they sent me a new one of these, which is this thing. Got a new one of those. And here is the valve. That's the one that I got to take off right here. I think I have everything I need. Let's put it together. Well, we are all put back together. Got a brand new valve, and they redesigned, like I said, this piece where you push the jug on. They made it a little bit different. I don't even know if y'all can see it. There you go. Anyway, they redesigned it and made it a little different, but anyway, you just put the jug over it, push down, and let off.
Put on ground. All right, you good?
You got mine?
I don't know. You know, they say you cut yourself with a dull knife. Get my old timer out.
Throw me that short screwdriver, Dad.
Both of them on the ground. All right, get your ends to match. Yeah. Wouldn't be any good if it wasn't.
What'd you say about baby calves?
So I used to do that. We was working on calves, and baby calves would get nervous when they heard that.
Alright guys, looks like that's going to be it for the video. So thanks for watching another one with us. Tomorrow Of course, we'll be going back down to Gray Rocks, back down there plowing and stuff. James, will take him down there tomorrow, let him get on the rolling basket and start following Philip. And hopefully they can get a lot done this week. We got dry weather all week and warm temperatures, and getting in the 70s all week, and the lows are in the 50s. So it is great weather for being outside in Alabama. So hopefully we can get a lot done and knock out Gray Rocks and be moving on to the next farm. So that's it. We'll see y'all on the next one. We're out.